All right, Gemini, here we go. Soulmate Energies update for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. General reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Let's talk about the pre-shuffle. It's going to be interesting. All of these November readings are interesting. That monthly overview, which I hope you watched, was tricky to pull. Okay, I got a pre-shuffle, surface energy. You see a Fool here. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Gemini for November 2022. I said, somebody here is done. It's the Fool. Somebody's taking a leap. The King of Swords is crossing it. They hold. This is your person. They're holding a sword, taking a leap of faith here towards something new. Why? 3 swords crossed by 10 cups. So this is the weight around the neck of happiness. Whatever this 3 swords is. I don't think this 3 swords has anything to do with you. I think this 3 swords is they did it to themselves, or someone else is doing it to them, or they're living in a life that they don't like. I don't know. But it is powerful. It is the weight around the neck of happiness. It really is. Underneath that is 2 cups. It's because of you, though. 2 cups, 2 soulmates coming together. Somebody wants something good, something equal, something where they have a say, something where they can voice their opinion, something that's equal give and take. I don't believe they have that right now. I think that's what this 3 of Swords is tied to. I don't know. Let's pull some cards. Let's give the deck a shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Gemini for November 2022. This month is all about Sesame Street Hierophant, like I said in the overview. It's all about spiritual awakenings. And once that old soul is awake, and everybody who's part of this cycle has an old soul, you guys got people like me to help wake yours up. They don't have anyone. Well, they do now. It's called 1111 Portal. It's called November. And it makes the spiritual lessons. It makes it so easy. Sesame Street Hierophant, I'm calling it. In my blog article on November 2022, I called the month Hierophant-esque. And that Hierophant's been coming up in these readings. Here, popping in here and there, or hermits, or high priestesses, or hangmen. They're around. Let's see. This first card out is before the cut, Gemini. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Boom. 8 wands of forward movement. Massive energy there. It's fast. It's communication. It's someone moving forward. That's all I got. That's all that's there is forward movement. All right? It's headed your way. It's your reading. I'm reading the incoming energy, and it's fucking incoming. Oh, what's after the cut? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This card has been coming up from varying decks after the cut. I swear it's come up a few times. It's just been all over the place in the readings. It's the 7 of Cups. And the 8 of Wands with the 7 of Cups is someone here is making a fucking choice. And that is what's been going on. There is one of these cups. Again, I mentioned Sesame Street. They have this thing. I remember when I was a kid, one of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these, there's an obvious choice here. There's all kinds of shit in most of these cups. And in one of them, it's the real deal. And they're picking that. I mean, somebody here is forward movement. It's someone finally making a fucking decision to take the leap of faith. That's why the King of Swords is crossing the Fool in the pre-shuffle. Fuck! Maybe we find out more about what that 3 of Swords is about in this reading. I don't know. Let's shuffle the deck. Jesus Christ. Let's shuffle the deck. Here we go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Gemini for November 2022, universe. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me a reading. Let's go. Let's go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is 3 wands. Somebody packing their bags. I'm out of here. Packing the bags. I'm reminded of my niece a little bit with this. I don't mean to rain on our 8 of Wands parade, but I'm reminded of my niece a little bit. She got mad one time at my sister, and she packed her bags. She packed up her little unicorn backpack. She stood at the end of the driveway, took all her stuff. just standing there. Never went anywhere. Never got further than the mailbox. But she was standing there. Adorable little thing. But it's a bit like that. I don't know why. I read it this way because they're still wearing the cape of assholeness here. There's still something. They don't want to get this wet. I'm not saying it's enough to stop them. I'm just being honest with you in the energy here. I think this person's been to this point quite a lot. But this is different. Why is it different? I'm going to show you. Here it is. It's 10 wands. It's too much of a burden now to stay where they're at. I don't know. It's a burden, but it's a burden to go too. Equal and opposite reaction, the laws of physics apply. Yeah, it's a burden to stay where they're at, so it's time to move on. I'm going in the water. I'm out of here. I'm packing my unicorn backpack. I'm on my way down the road. Okay, little one, fine. But there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's also a burden. Same thing my niece realized. That's why I felt my niece's energy here. Same thing she realized. It's also a burden if I leave. I mean, mom's got all the food, and you know, I have a bedroom. You know, I got my little stuffed shit up on the shelf. Yeah, it's like that. She stood there at the end of the driveway for about 20 minutes, turned her little ass around, her on her little unicorn backpack. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Our reading's on the flip. Flem remembers that. I think he was there. Right here is the energy. He said, yeah, you heard him. Yeah, you remember, right? The little backpack at the end. We were standing there at the window laughing at her, looking at her. I told my sister, I said, just stare at her. Just wait. You know, she'll be fine. She's not going nowhere. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the message from the universe that's read with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. All right, with the exception of unicorn backpack wearing little girls, then I know exactly what they're going to do. Because mom does have the food. And the car and the wallet. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top at the end. All right? I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm just being honest with you with the energy. I felt it. Remember, my pre-shuffle was just surface energy. Any fuckwit can pull that. That's what you get in most places when people pulling readings out here on YouTube. You're just getting surface energy. It's easy to read, and surface energy is all deceptive in this November energy, as we learned from the eclipse reading, and the energy around your connection, all is not as it seems, and the Saturn direct reading. So keep that in mind. Let's go deeper. Let's go. Well, let's see here. What's unicorn backpack going to do? What's the energy around the connection? 2 wands. See? Step back. It's backwards. It's go from 3 wands to 2 wands. Son of a bitch. It's the all but wait moment. It's the I'm out of here. I'm gone. I got my unicorn backpack. I got my ace of cape of assholeness. I'm out of here. It's a burden to stay here, but it's a burden to leave too. But hold on a second. It's a burden to leave too. So the wand is still there. They're holding on to it. Okay. All right. That's where we're at. Setting the intention to come towards you. There's potential forward movement in your connection. The energy of things is pushing them forward. I will say that. Okay? All right. I always get from the Gemini angle somebody here who's trapped in something. It can be tradition, right? But it can also be a long-term thing, you know, something to do with, it's very similar to the Leo soap opera in many ways, not 100%, but pretty close. So, you know, for some reason, you're not tied to Leo the way Pisces is. They're fused together for some reason, and you don't have to know a Leo or anything, but you might want to pay attention to the Leo soap opera too. I'm just saying, if that means something to you, means something to somebody. Okay, how are they behaving in the 3D? 3 of Cups. Yep, made up their mind. Now, I've made them a celebration energy. I get it. Made up their mind to go. Nope, I'm going. I'm gone. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Okay. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Whenever I hit the fucking cards. Soul energy, bookending the 2 of Wands. No, I'm not. See, I fucking knew it. I'm not looking at these cards. I don't. I want to be surprised too. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. It's my whole shtick. Okay? You don't fuck with your shtick. If you're a comedian, you stick to your shtick. All right? And if you're a card puller, you stick to it. You do the same thing every time. Otherwise, the universe won't know how to send you energy. You get it all confused. Anyway, it's doing nothing in the soul. So, flat line. So all of this made up their mind, right? Walk to the end of the driveway with the unicorn backpack. I'm out of here. Oh, maybe not. Because, you know, it's a burden to stay. It's a burden to leave. Oh, what's a unicorn backpack girl to do? But I know I'm in the 3D. I have made up my mind. I'm sure she did. I'm sure at the end of that driveway, she made up her mind. I'm out of here. I don't know what the hell she thought she was going to do. She calling Uber? I don't know. I hope the fuck not. But this person here, your person's made up their mind. They are convinced in the 3D they want to be happy. They want the real deal 10 of cups. I'm out of here. In the soul, it's a flat line though. It's all 3D energy. All right? It's almost like... It reminds me of quitting smoking in a way. I remember back in those days. And I used to think to myself, and I tell people this all the time when they ask me for advice on it. I tell people, it's real easy to quit smoking while you're smoking your last cigarette. Right? You got the last one. It's lit. You're puffing away at it. You chuck the pack. Right? Maybe you break up the rest of what's in there and you chuck it away. This is my last one. I'm just going to have this one. It's real easy to quit while you're smoking your last cigarette. But when that thing runs out and you throw that butt down, at that moment it becomes real. And that's the moment where 90% of people rush their ass to the nearest fucking store and get another pack. Sometimes a carton. It's kind of this energy. I'm trying to translate the energy for you. That's what I mean by 3D energy. It's like somebody talking to themselves. They convince themselves, yes, I want to be happy. I'm out of here. But it's not really coming from the soul. The soul is, it's quiet. All right, what's the message from the universe read with the Two of Wands? I'm trying to give you a good reading here because this is complex. This ain't no reading for Gemini angle, not unlike the Leo angle, is not for the fucking surface readers. You got to be real fucking careful where you get your information from. Okay? You do what you want. I don't fucking care. But this is not easy energy. I am by no means a novice energy reader. All right? Not the warlock on the hill, but I am the warlock in the valley. Right here, the Ace of Swords. Yeah. It's still a lot of 3D energy. The universe is backing me up on that. It's truth. It's a reconciliation energy, but I'm not sure which way it goes. I'm not sure if it's reconciling, but we'll find out when we clarify. What's the potential final outcome read with this? Yeah, it's the Five of Pentacles. It's my cigarette story that I gave you. It's real easy to quit while you're smoking the last one. You get real brave. You throw that pack away. I'm not going to have any more. Yeah, but you still got one right there that you're doing. And it's lit. And it's tasty. And then it's gone. And then it becomes real. And somebody feels out in the cold. They feel left out. Somebody here, this is an energy where we leave ourselves out in the cold. Then you fuck yourself up the ass and go to the store and get another one. Right? And then you figure, you start making, this is all kinds of, it's a whole lot of excuse machine here. There's no soul behind any of it. It's quiet. Crickets chirping, right? It's a cricket, relax. He's afraid of butterflies. Fortunately, I don't know what sound they make. It's a cricket, it's not a butterfly. Calm down. He a Pisces, you know. Let's clarify. We're going to need something stronger than the Light Seer. We're going to need the witches. All right, I was going to use the Light Seer. I'm not now. Here's the Queen of Swords. This is a good sign randomly at the bottom. Let's clarify. Now listen, I don't want you, listen, you want to shut off the video, knock yourself out. All right, you want to go get your ass sugar coated, you can go for it. But I'm not telling you they're not coming. They might. There's a good chance here. There's an Ace of Swords, but it's leaning more toward somebody leaving themselves out in the cold on this very thing that they want right here. Celebration energy. They want to be happy. They want the real deal. All right. Let's go. Two of Wands. It's an energy of someone who gets to the end of the driveway and says, oh, what the hell am I doing? That's what it is. You want my honest? Right. And again, a lot of readings that you'll get are surface readings, and that was my pre-shuffle. And according to the pre-shuffle, yeah, they come right for you. So be careful. All right? It's my job to protect my viewers. I'm a real deal. I'm an energy reader. I also profile people. I can read people without cards. I know what energy feels like. I got life experience. I can translate it. I try to home spin it for you with little stories so that you understand what I'm trying to get across. And yeah, on the surface, this person's coming right for you. Man, it's all they can think about. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm out of whatever I'm in. But if it's not from the soul, it's like affirmations. You could tell yourself in the mirror all day long, I'm great, I'm terrific, right? Daily affirmation. But if you don't believe it in the soul, if it's flatlined in the soul, it's just words. They just dissipate out real quickly. They don't go nowhere. Just like if you pray from the soul. Your words don't mean shit. You don't need to say a word. It's just like when you manifest from the soul. The soul's flatlined here. It is a bit like my niece and her little unicorn backpack. She knew she wasn't going anywhere. There was no soul to that leaving. Just mad, right? Couldn't have her friend sleep over or something like that. I don't know. I forget. Two of Wands. I'm still shuffling. Hey, I'm just shooting straight with you. Strength card. That's encouraging. The energy of the connection is encouraging them to come in. Okay? This is your connection. It's saying, come on in. It's beautiful. It's welcome. There's an open sign in the door. All right? That's making them think they could do it. It's why they're still leaning here toward, I'm out. Right? Leaving behind something. What's on top? Seven of Cups again. Again, we can't get rid of this Seven of Cups in these damn November readings. It's everywhere. From all decks. Yeah. It seems easy. They've made up their mind. Yes, it seems easy. There's an open sign and it's inviting. It looks like a terrific nightclub, this connection. It does. Look, celebrating. The beer and wine are flowing. There's pool tables in the soulmate connection. You can go shoot pool. You could drink while you shoot pool. It looks great. They made up their mind. But it's minor arcana. And this little wizard here, who also is not the warlock on the hill. This little wizard here is like, look, he's like, wait a second. Hold on. And yeah, that's what he sounds like. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Lovers. Yeah, it looks good. Pool table. Did I mention pool tables? Pool tables. Or for my people in the UK, snooker, right? There it is. I mean, it's nice. It looks great in there. And they look in the window and everyone's partying and having fun. They shoot a pool in there and they can drink while they do it. Hell. But they leave them at the final outcome, they leave themselves out in the cold to reconcile something else. According to this, we're going to clarify. I can't say that for sure. I shouldn't. But that's what it looks like. Okay, let's pull on this. The Lovers is here. The door is open and it looks good. But wait, hold on. Holding up his finger. I'm going to shove that finger right up your ass. I'm tired of your hold on. You hold on. That's the bouncer at the door right there. All right, the Three of Cups. Why is it here? This is going to be one of those readings where I please everybody. I'll give you two readings. I'll give you the sugarcoat reading and the real reading. You can pick the one you want. On the sugarcoat reading, they've made up their mind. They're coming towards you. There's absolutely no doubt in the surface energy. And you will see that reading all over fucking YouTube. From every reader you could fucking rattle off. No doubt a fucking about it. Beneath that, though, take my niece's story to heart. All right? Imagine your person is 4'2" and has a unicorn backpack, and they at the end of the driveway. Where the fuck are they going to go? There's no soul to it. Why is the Three of Cups here? Tell me about the fucking Three of Cups. And here he is, Sesame Street here. I wish I could whistle the Sesame Street theme. Sunny day, keeping the... Right, here he is, Sesame Street Hierophant, crossing the Three of Cups. All the spiritual lessons are what's making them want to do this. The spiritual lessons that Sesame Street Hierophant is making abundantly clear here in November is making them want to reach out. They feel it. I get it now. I understand. You need to be able to drink while you shoot pool. I need to go to the soulmate club. Yes, I see the light. Right? Right? Wrong. 5 Pentacles. Oh, but I can't. Again, they can't. It's an energy of winter. It's energy of winter. Why? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? 5 of Pentacles here. This card is read with these cards. Why is the coincidence? I think not. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? 8 Wands. Forward movement. Again, they've made up their mind. The Hierophant, Sesame Street, I'll explain it. Environmental energy. Sesame Street Hierophant brings up all of the stuff. 11/11 portal shit. Energetic New Year. I get it. Hallelujah. I see the light. I need to celebrate. I need this club soulmate where I could shoot pool and drink beer. Right? They realize they didn't look at their own life around them, which is why they've made up their mind. I'm going to do it. And it's winter. They're in winter. They realize that this can mean one of two things. They either realize they're in winter or they're going to lose a lot by leaving what they've got. That's possible too. Either way, why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Because the 8 of Wands is here. All right? Because the 8 of Wands is about communication. It's about, if I open my mouth, I might end up with nothing. If I do this, I might end up with nothing. Even though I have these spiritual awakenings. It is a card of forward movement, though. It is the last card out here. It does show that the energy is there for them to make a move. The problem is they're thinking and not feeling. You notice I said thinking. They look around the other side. They get to thinking. You don't want to think about the spiritual lessons. You never do that. You will ruin them. Your brain will fuck them up so bad, it'll ruin everything. You have to feel them, process what you feel, and then go with what those feelings tell you to do. Your person is not doing that. The soul is fucking crickets chirping. They're thinking too much. I might as well have a big giant 1 foot by 1.5 foot 8 of Swords here. Why is the 4 of Swords here? Why is the soul a bunch of fucking crickets when I got a Hierophant here? It's saying that the soul lessons of November, that the Sesame Street Hierophant is making so easy to understand, are all in the brain, are only being processed in the brain. It's very strange energy. It's very hard to explain, but that's not where we process them. It's not. It's just like the Bible. The Bible should be read with the soul. You have to have faith. Any religion, you read it with your soul. If you read it with your brain, it's going to say this is nonsense. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Oh, that's fucking stupid. Right? You get the people who are maybe atheists or something like that, or agnostic. And the problem is they're reading it, they're missing the energy lesson contained within the book because they're reading it with their brain. And the brain don't want to believe any of that shit. It's going to find all the flaws and the this and the that. It's not the point of the book. It's not a science journal. Okay? It's supposed to, through stories, much like I do, right? Through my little homespun stories, hence the unicorn backpack, right? It's supposed to explain how energy works. That's really what it does. I figured that out. I've read it many times and analyzed it. It's really what it does. It does a brilliant job of it. It just puts characters to things. That's all. But if you read it with your brain, it's a bunch of fucking nonsense. And it isn't. It serves a great purpose. And you miss that. That's what your person's doing. They're missing the spiritual lesson by reading it with their brain. That's the point I'm trying to make. Just like if you read the Bible with your brain, you miss the whole fucking point of the whole thing. It's not a fucking science journal. It's not what it's there for. Why is the Four of Swords here? I know. All right. The Page of Swords. The soul is quiet. It's nothing. It's a little boy playing with a toy sword in the affecting energy. I literally see children play fighting in my mind's eye. What's on top? 10 wands. It's taxing. It's a burden here. I don't know why they won't allow themselves to feel these spiritual lessons. Why they feel the need to process them. And then they start overthinking. It's creating a burden on their soul, which is only going to make them, this adds up to misery. The Four of Swords, for example, I'll show it to you this way. The Four of Swords is supposed to be, you rest the brain and you allow the soul energy to flow. But because this energy off of this card is just a flat line, right? There's nothing coming off of it, which is one of the meanings of the card. It can mean nothing. Nothing's happening. It's quiet. It's creating a burden. And that burden then translates into misery. Because the soul energy, we're supposed to be balanced between soul and ego, just simplifying it, right? Now, heart needs to be in there too to translate the soul, but we'll just take the two, the soul and the ego. We're supposed to be balanced. This person's way out of balance here. Too much of the brain. They're processing the spiritual lessons from the wrong place. They're using the wrong tool. They're using a wrench where they need a screwdriver. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Queen of Pentacles. It's what their soul wants to be. It's the potential that's there. The lessons that are coming up are designed to bring up this person's feminine energy. There's too much masculine ego energy here. It's designed, I know that because the brain is the ego, right? This is the ego position and everything we've been talking about. This is the potential. This is why there's a burden. Why is it a burden on the soul that nothing's happening, that the lessons are being processed over here with the brain? Because this is who they have the potential to be. The Queen of Pentacles, it's a beautiful energy in the soul. I know it's a pentacle, and I often say pentacles don't belong in the soul, but certain ones do, and this is one of them. It's one of the most beautiful energies of the feminine side. They put too much emphasis on pentacles, is what this Queen of Pentacles is saying. In other words, the reason even though they made up their mind, I want to be happy, when they get to thinking, but if I go forward, I may lose something. I may lose money. It might cost me too much. I might end up in winter. I might end up destitute. Well, I got a news flash for this person. Bon Jovi sang Living on a Prayer. He wasn't singing about pentacles. He was singing about love. You know, you don't lose anything if you go for the cups. This person's worried about going for the cups and losing the pentacles, when in reality you go for the cups, you get everything, which is the lesson that they're missing because their brain won't let them believe that. That's the lesson that the soul teaches us. And unfortunately, the soul is crickets chirping. It's going to leave them in misery. Now, I'm still not saying they won't come towards you. I'm still not. On the surface energy, they do. But the person that's showing up is a little bit soulless. You may have a lot of work to do to wake them up. All right? Let's talk to the universe. Ace of Swords. Tell me about it. I've done my best to home spin this and explain it to you. It's complex energy. I mean, this is a reading I wish I could have just left the pre-shuffle, right? And just been a surface reader. And just, man, I'd get like 200,000 views, wouldn't I? Oh, absolutely I would. It would be amazing. People would come from miles around. They'd throw me a parade. The whole reading would be bullshit, but they'd still throw me a parade. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they're coming in on the surface. Underneath. Processing the lessons that the soul lessons that we learn from the 1111 portal in November with the brain is a mistake. Why is the Ace of Swords here? I think my niece's story is holding true. 5 of Wands, another 5. Lots of 5s here. 5 Pentacles, 5 Pentacles, 5 Wands. 5s are temporary in the tarot. That might be a saving grace. 5 Wands. They don't want to see the truth. They get in their own way with the truth. The environmental energy around them is conflict. It's terrible. The environment they're in is terrible. It's not fun. They're not happy. There might be fights a lot. They might be grumpy. They might fight with themselves. The truth is trying to get through. But it's like a radio station that won't come in. It's trying to come in. It fades in and out. It's your favorite song, right? Oh my God, it's my favorite song. You know, for me, it'd be something like one of those songs I dive for the volume knob for, like Van Halen's Panama or something. When that first E riff comes on, I'm there, man. I'm right there on the knob. Crank that thing up. But then it's fading in and out. I miss the whole riff. It comes in. I miss it. Comes in. It's a station that won't quite come in. The energy around them is static. It's temporary. It's minor. But it's not allowing Archangel Michael to shove his sword clean in them, right? Trying to shove the sword of truth up their ass, and they got a frying pan taped to their backside. He can't get it through the pan. All right? What's on top? Knight of Cups. All this person wants to do is come towards you. Is love. They want love. Okay? And the choice is obvious in this energy. The door is open. The club looks good. It's club soulmate looks fantastic. The truth is trying to get through. If they could let that through, right? If they only could. Why is the Knight of Cups here? The Ten of Cups. Look, I rest my case. The Ten of Cups is red with the lovers. The soulmate connection looks good. It looks fantastic. But until the truth gets through, until this static energy goes away that's around them, this nonsense, it's almost a devil energy. You notice I called it static energy. It is. It's a devil energy of sorts. It's just not allowing the truth to get through. Maybe they're not allowing it to get through or whatever. But I think what it's trying to say is it's trying to back up my read over here where the Hierophant's lesson, the lesson of the soul that we get from November isn't getting through to this person's soul. It can't get there because they're wearing a frying pan on their ass, and Archangel Michael can't shove his truth sword up it. Can't get through the metal. All right, 5 of Pentacles. Why is it here? Final outcome. I want something good for you here. Yeah. It's not bad. It's a card of victory. It's 6 of Wands crossing the 5 of Pentacles. I want so bad to be nice. I do. I want to tell you they get victory over this urge to leave themselves out in the cold and they come towards you. If you want to believe that, you can. It's a lie, though. It's not what the energy says. It's not the frequency that's here. The frequency that's here is just like with my niece. The only victory was to come back. Was to turn around and come back. It's just some sort of... It's masochism. I'll give you the definition of... one of the definitions of the word. Masochism, a masochist, right? Is someone whose whole identity comes from codependency. Okay? They derive identity from codependency. So, for this person, being out in the cold is all they know. Being controlled by the energies around them, whatever it is. Okay? The safety blanket of the energies around them, whatever it is. That's why when they think about, yeah, I want out, I would love to go over here to Club Soulmate. And they start to move forward, they start thinking about everything they're going to lose. They're going to lose all that. Being out here is where these people are used to. It's what they say a lot about homeless people, right? A lot of them have no mental illness at all. They just like being homeless. They like the freedom of it, right? They're so used to it, if you were to walk up and offer them a free apartment, they wouldn't take it. That's sort of the energy that's here, all right? They see victory in exactly what's pictured here. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is red with the 5 of Pentacles. My energy of winter up here. This is a card of winter. This is a card more of late summer, early fall harvest. Right? This is what they stand to lose. If they move forward, they might end up in winter. This is what they got. This is the energy of this. This is how they see it. Well, at least I got these 7 pentacles. I got plenty of fruit on the tree here. Don't on the other side, if I lose that fruit, they're missing the point of the lesson of November because they're processing it with their brain. It's like what I told you. You can't do that. Spiritual lessons need to be felt in the soul and then processed through with feelings and then acted upon. You can't read the Bible with your brain, and you can't process any kind of spiritual lesson with your brain. It doesn't work. Any spiritual lesson of any kind. Whatever's coming up in November for this person. It's tough. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? The Empress. This is your shining hope. Your energy. This is you. The divine feminine. It is. I don't have a divine masculine here. I've got you, though. It's red with the 8 of Wands. Your energy is incredibly alluring to this person. There is a snowball's chance in hell. Just a little chance, but it is a chance. A snowball can survive if they get in the right spot. You know, the planet Mercury is very hot. Some people would call it hell. I know Venus is, but I'm using Mercury as an example. The planet Mercury is very hot. On its surface, it can get up to like 700 degrees Fahrenheit during the day on the sun-facing side. But if you were, there are points, even where it's 700 degrees on the surface, because there are low points on the surface, if you get down in one of those and in like a cave, it's like 70 or 80 degrees in there. It actually can. There's actually a line on the planet where it's cold on one side and hot on the other. It's like the McDOT planet. Hot side hot, cold side cold. Come and put it together, you get a planet sandwich. So there is a chance, a snowball's chance in hell, that this person reaches out to you because your energy is very alluring. You're sort of a temptation that they can't resist because you represent something that they don't have, which is love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. The universe says love might win the day here, but it wants you to know the honesty of this energy and maybe learn something for yourself too about energy. Either way, there is a chance because of you, because of what this connection is, because love is the most powerful force in the universe. At least the one that affects us anyway. The Empress is red with the 8 of Wands. You being the Empress, you looking good even in a frumpy green dress, may result in them reaching out anyway. But the person who reaches out is a little bit soulless. Their soul is strained, okay? Because they're not processing the lessons right. Perhaps if you two can do this, some magic might happen. Might open the soul up. Perhaps that's what the universe is trying to tell us here. I don't know. All right. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe here. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you. All right, here we go. Two of Pentacles, Devil, Justice, and the 4 of Swords. Nothing's going to, I'll paraphrase it, nothing's going to happen here of any real significant value with this person until they deal with these demons. Until they deal with the things that they refuse to look at, until the soul wakes up. Right now, this 4 of Swords directs us back to the soul, the crickets chirping, right? Until they deal with the demons, nothing's ever going to happen here. 2 Pentacles, round and round and round. Justice, well, that's, again, we have to look at the base energy. Nothing's going to happen here until they deal with this toxin, which they're not dealing with. They're just spinning their wheels a little bit. And until they stop doing that, we won't have any justice. We have the potential for it if they get past this, looking at the energy from a different direction. All right? That's pretty much that. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Sorry about the glitches, but it is what it is. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.